somebody who's currently done ticking the boxes and are looking for something very, very meaningful to transition to, what would you speak to them?
Life is a juggling. One of the balls that you're juggling is a glass ball.
Yeah.
And it cannot break. And that's the ball aligned with your family. The opportunity that we see today is getting balance in this juggling act, understanding that commercial success aligns with family and support.
And I think the way I see juggling is actually not so much an imbalance. It may look like that to begin with, but it's really integration. What are your thoughts on health by itself? Do you see it as a foundation? Do you see it something important?
You cannot be a productive member of society if you haven't taken care of yourself.
How do you see that in the years to come, the relationship between US, India?
In many ways, in the role that AI will play, we'll see a lot more opportunity for software-driven innovation, which means India will shine.
Do you also see the role of the mind in all of this as you run through this?
When you
Hi, everybody. Today, I'm with Aneesh Chopra, the former CTO in the US government. He served during the Obama's administration and has been a serial entrepreneur. I spent a lot of time in technology and health. And today, I'm here to talk with him on the career fulfillment piece, particularly around the themes of work, health, and mind, and see what Aneesh has to share from his lived experience. Thank you, Aneesh.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Early in my career, I was inspired by Desh Dshpande, an entrepreneur, founder of Cascade Communications. He said, life is a juggling. And he said, but one of the balls that you're juggling is a glass ball.
Yeah.
And it cannot break. And that's the ball aligned with your family.
Absolutely.
And so you have this moment where you think about commercial success. And many of us at this chapter of our lives, Hinduism, philosophy, we have chapters of lives, really do think about that moment of building that sustainability for the family. But the opportunity that we see today is getting balance in this juggling act, understanding that commercial success aligns with family and support, and another leg, fulfillment around mission and purpose.
Yeah.
And it is that third leg that brings us, I think, to the Impact Summit here, which is how do we harness all of this capability for good?
Absolutely. And I think the way I see juggling is actually not so much an imbalance. It may look like that to begin with, but it's really integration.
It is.
Once you integrate the various parts of your being, including the family, including the work, that's how I see it, Aneesh.
And when you're out of sync, it looks disorganized. So, if you can find the balance, then you're going to be in a better, steady state.
Sure.
Our team requested to share this with you. Our data suggests that many of you who have been watching our videos have still not subscribed. Some of you have reached out to me to know when the next video comes out. May I request you to please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get notified when the next video goes out. By subscribing, you also become part of our mission empowering professionals, helping progress in the careers, integrating health and mind and fulfillment. Please share this with someone who may find value in this.
You've spent a lot of time in health and you continue to do that. You're setting up institutes. Today, as we were discussing earlier, what are your thoughts on health by itself? Do you see it as a foundation? Do you see it something important?
In the bedrock principles of life, making sure that you can feed your family, making sure that you have your body in good health.
Yeah.
You cannot be a productive member of society if you haven't taken care of yourself.
Yeah.
And so much of the barrier to having effective health is ensuring that the system supports us as we try to make it better. So that's why I've been so motivated to support improvement in the healthcare system to unlock all of our potential.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that what's amazing about the Impact Summit is it acknowledges that while AI will have commercial success, and we can already see it happening in many domains, there's an opportunity in health to marry commercial and support for individual health and well-being.
Absolutely.
That makes it more fulfilling.
Yeah, I mean, the theme underwrites saying that it's welfare for all and also happiness for all. So it definitely has that intent.
Yes.
But it's really up to us, executives, entrepreneurs, leaders, to also sort of have that deep intent in some ways to make it come to life.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And it's purposeful. You have to know how to engage in all three of these aspects of your life. And without that intentionality, if you just assume it's going to happen, you probably will be a little bit out of sync, and you got to take a step back and get back to that stable state.
Yeah, absolutely. And you spend a lot of time also, I mean, I know predominantly US, but also US and India.
Yes. 15 years ago, we launched the US-India Open Government Dialogue. It resulted in open sourcing of the data.gov.in.
How do you see that in the years to come, like the relationship between US India on various fronts of not just business, but also health and also work between the countries?
I have been a long-standing disciple of C.K. Prahalad's Fortune at the Bottom of the Pyramid. And this principle of reverse innovation, where ideas can be tested and validated in India and scale around the world. In many ways, in the role that AI will play, we'll see a lot more opportunity for software-driven innovation, which means India will shine. And so I would love to see more innovation in health delivery through AI, and that can be tested and validated in India while we explore ways to scale in the US.
So somebody who's currently done ticking the boxes per se, like education, titles, money, and are looking for something very, very meaningful to transition to, what would you speak to them?
Well, number one, build off of these government platforms. These government platforms now in the digital era create opportunities for us to sort of cultivate our own local startup communities, nonprofit efforts, other charitable goods, so that we can actually concentrate with the government on ways we can bring innovation and creativity to solve big problems. We no longer need permission or an elected official that has to look out for us. We can just plug right in. And in the US, we call that the health tech ecosystem. Here in India, there's the DPI, Digital Public Infrastructure, which allows for this sort of bottom-up innovation.
And it's a massive infra upgrade through these DPIs. It's just, you see various shining examples in fintech.
It opens the door. It's really a remarkable time.
And you also see the role of the mind in all of this as you run through this.
When you slow down to understand and listen to what gives you purpose and pride, it may be a small thing that you can do to give back. And by giving back, that may have a commercial benefit, but more often it's going to have the societal impact benefit. And when you see the return of that investment, you'll find that your life may be much more fulfilled.
Absolutely. Thank you. On that note, thanks Aneesh for your time. I look forward to being in touch and collaborating.
Thank you.
Cheers.